Hi, welcome back to the Bet442 YouTube channel today. Whether you're new to the world of horse racing or a die-hard supporter of the sport, one term that you will often hear being discussed by pundits and punters is the going. Now, the going is a description of the underfoot conditions at a particular racecourse, and it is a very important term to learn and understand as the going can affect a horse's performance on track. To put it simply, the more moisture in the ground, the softer or slower the going. The drier the ground, the firmer or faster the going becomes. So in British racing, the going varies from heavy, soft, good to soft, good, good to firm, and firm. Each of these terms may also be combined from time to time to provide a more accurate description of different parts of the track. So you could have, for example, soft, good to soft in places, which is what we had at Bath yesterday, or you could have soft, heavy in places, depending on the conditions on different parts of the track. Now, with the going, it can also be a useful tool for punters when selecting their next winner, as some horses prefer softer conditions to those who excel on quicker or faster ground. So we're going to take a closer look at the racing at Bath yesterday, as the going was originally listed as soft, good to soft in places. So we can see here the first race at Bath, and we had quite an impressive winner. Rupert the Prince won this race by 4 1/4 lengths, so a very impressive winner. Now, in order to see how this horse has performed on soft going in the past, we're going to click on Rupert the Prince's form, and we're just going to scroll down, and as you can see here, using At the Races, you can go through all different types, whether it's the type of distance, the race course, and the type of races, all things like that. But we want to go on here on all ground types. Now, as you can see, his record, obviously he won yesterday, did this horse, he won on soft ground. But if we just go back to a different type of going, good to soft, so there's obviously still some moisture in there, we can also see that this horse, Rupert the Prince, has previously won on going that has soft in the description. So if we go back to all ground types and see all of its form, you can see here 3 runs on the all-weather. Clearly didn't handle it, or whether they were trying to get a mark there. And as you can see, its 2 best performances have been on ground, listed as soft, good to soft in places, and good to soft. So we can always see there that this horse prefers going that is obviously on the softer side, rather than going that is obviously on the firmer side. It can obviously vary dependent on the horses, but you can normally get a good gauge on which horses are going to excel, depending on the different types of race conditions. Another example of this was in the 420. Now, as you can see here, the going description, which is always listed on the race cards, this has obviously been updated to heavy. So obviously, as the racing conditions have deteriorated, Bath have obviously made the decision to change the going description to heavy, so it's obviously a lot slower underfoot due to the amount of rainfall in the area. So the last example I'm going to show you of this is Miss Dolly Rocker, which obviously won this race by a neck, so just managed to win at odds of 9-2. Now, if we go into Miss Dolly Rocker's form, we can see here that obviously has a win on heavy going, also has a win on good to firm. But previous to that, its record on heavy ground, which it was at the time yesterday of its race, you can see here that this horse has had 3 runs on heavy going and generally has performed very well when encountering those conditions. You can see here back in 2023 it finished second. Last year it finished 4th when a beaten favourite, but still performed with credit. And obviously yesterday, back on heavy ground for the first time in over a year, it managed to win at odds of 9-2. Now again, it can be a case where several horses in the race excel in particular conditions, but it can be a useful tool to point you in the right direction of which horses will outperform others when it comes to looking at the going. So yeah, that was a brief description there of how going and the going can impact a horse's performance on track. Again, guys, if you are enjoying the content we are sharing and uploading, please give us a follow. Please give the videos a like as well. We are on X, so please give us a follow on that platform as well.